Hey, it's Bad Apple and 45 with episode 2 of the Bad Apple podcast. I don't know if I like saying episode. Can we say webisode? What's the appropriate terminology, Mr. Producer?
It's usually episode, or you could say podcast number 2. I don't know.
I don't know, because it's more of a webisode than it is an episode. An episode's like a TV show, right?
Yeah, nobody uses web, though.
Oh, so I'm like behind the times? So I'm not as cool as Bob Saget? Okay, so podcast number 2 with Bad Apple, 45.
Greetings.
That's 45 with a hyphen now. You decided
it's hyphenated.
You're hyphenating your name.
Yeah.
You're one of those.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
Gotta hyphenate. Okay. So, last week we touched on tourists and the tourism up here in Mount Washington Valley. You know what I've noticed is the mask situation and the COVID-19, right? So you have all these people that wear masks. I wear a mask faithfully when I go into a store. I faithfully put on my mask. Not because I want to, because I really hate wearing it, but because if you don't, people make a big old scene and make you look like you're an idiot if you're not wearing a mask, right? Have you seen this? Been made to look like a fool.
That's what made me wear it more.
Because people frown at you and they disgrace you if you're not wearing a mask.
It took me 3 months to wear it faithfully. I was so pissed off. I had to wear a fucking mask to go in the store.
They're asking you to wear a mask, not a ball gag. You know.
Yeah, but it's hard to breathe. I wear glasses. They fog up.
I know, I can't say I have my glasses on the top of my head and then I can't read anything when I'm grocery shopping. It's great. But you got these same people that are, you gotta wear your mask, you gotta wear your mask.
Oh, that guy this morning. Remember? Where the carts were? He was wiping down the cart.
Oh.
And then he,
wiped down the cart with the sanitizing thing. Wiped down the cart and then put the sanitizing thing in his pocket. With his bare hands, that he's going to have to take out of his pocket later. It's like you don't make sense. But what kills me is the same people that are, you have to wear your mask, you have to wear your mask, or I'm not going to vaccinate my kid, so I got to send him to school without vaccinations. No, I don't believe in vaccinations. I don't believe in vaccinations. It's free world. I don't believe in vaccinations. But you have to wear a mask to protect me, but I don't have to vaccinate my kid. How does that work?
Doesn't make any sense.
Makes no sense whatsoever. None. I have to wear a mask to protect you. But you don't have to vaccinate your kid to protect my kid? How does that work? I don't get it.
You know why? It's because it's not publicized like COVID is. Like vaccinations for your kids. There's no commercials about it. People don't look at you funny if you don't do it.
It doesn't fit the narrative.
It's not a governmental thing.
It doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't fit the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain narrative right now, right? So they say what they want to say to make you believe what they want you to believe. So wear a mask is what they want you to believe, right? So that's what they're focusing on. And that's like the misleading United States Postal Service ads. Have you heard any of these political ads in Maine? I don't know about anywhere else. People saying that Social Security checks are being delayed. This kills me.
Was it something about Trump cutting back on the money?
Oh, no. I'm not even going to go. I'm not going on Trump. I'm literally talking about the ads against Susan Collins in Maine's.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Collins, yeah.
because her, I'm specifically targeting the ads against Susan Collins. And it's not paid for by anybody that's going against her. It's paid for by a political group. And they state that it is delaying people's Social Security checks. People have not received checks for Social Security since 2013. They receive Social Security by direct deposit or they receive it on a card. You do not receive a paper check for Social Security anymore since 2013. So what they do is they mislead you. They want you to think that because of this, people aren't getting their Social Security checks. Because they'd rather be wrong and have that fit their narrative and have that be in people's heads than tell the truth.
So what about when there was food stamps? You actually got paper money, and then they put it on. Now it's been a card for.
It's been a card for 10 years.
So what? So what's the?
So people, they delaying these? No, they're not delaying shit. Yes, there is a delay in medication.
Delay when you get it quicker if it's direct deposit on your card?
No, there's a delay in medication.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the actual benefit.
No, there is a delay in medication. So people that are getting medication from the VA, people that are getting medication through the mail, there is a delay. Absolutely. There is something going on with the Postal Service. But to state that people's Social Security checks are being delayed is a flat lie. Because they're not receiving checks. I don't even want to... Honestly, I am so infuriated by this because that has become what politics is now. Is we'll tell you the lie first, and then we'll apologize for it. But now 90% of the world isn't going to hear that apology, so that 90% still going to believe what that lie was.
Have they ever apologized about anything?
Oh, they'll retract, but they don't retract. How's everybody.
How's it any different now? It's always been like that.
Oh no, it's way worse now. It's way worse now. People are ridiculous. It's like, we'll retract it. Like CNN will say something wrong and they'll retract it, but they don't retract it on like front page news. You know what I mean? They retract it in like page.
Yeah, but if you watch 3 different news channels and they're talking about the same thing, it's all variation. It's all like
all fake.
They'll take a sound bite from what Trump said. And they'll edit it so it's like total out of context.
They take a soundbite from Trump. They take a soundbite from Chuck Schumer. They'll take a soundbite from Nancy Pelosi, and they make them fit their narrative. So the poor American citizen.
You're talking about news stations. It all comes down to one thing: ratings.
It all comes down to one thing: who can know the American citizen better than the other? Don't flip your pen, because I did that.
Presidents do that.
Everybody does that. Online dating. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah, in Facebook, when they have a Facebook life and a real life.
But think about it. Online dating, right? It's the perfect, like, phishing scam ever. You know, you look at a profile and you're like, wow, this person's really good on paper. And then you meet them and you're like, wow, you're a scumbag.
You're selling yourself. That's why you're selling yourself.
You're selling yourself for a first date, but you're not selling yourself for
which is stupid.
The second date.
You should just be honest. Because you're going to meet, if you click, you're going to end up meeting in person.
90%
and they're going to find out.
Don't want to meet. People online don't want to meet. 90% of them don't want to meet. They just want to have a pen pal or someone to shoot dick pics to. I did online dating. You know how many dick pics I've gotten?
Oh, yeah.
Seriously? If I saw another dick pic, I was like, I'm not impressed.
Oh, man, any men out there listening, women do not like dick pics.
At all. And we share them with all our friends and make fun of you, FYI.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
FYI, everybody has seen your dick. If you sent me a dick pic, my friends have all seen it. So... there's that.
And some of them you got to be careful because some of them are bots. They're not real people.
Oh yeah, you got to be. I know. Women don't fall for it as much as men do.
Well, there's more bot women.
Yeah, because men get suckered into the.
Yeah, men are a little bit
giving
more.
People money and.
Yeah.
That whole romance scam thing.
If you click on somebody's profile and you start talking to them, and they start asking you for money.
You're screwed. Yeah, you're screwed.
And if you give them money, you're fucking dumb.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't ever give anyone money.
Because that's stupid.
Yeah. But that's how we met.
Yeah, but we never asked each other for money.
No. No.
We met online. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but we didn't. We did it like in. We messaged online for a while. Then text for a while, then talked on the phone for a while.
And you don't talk on the phone, which I find amusing. I don't talk on the phone. I don't talk on the phone. I don't talk on the phone. And then we get on the phone 2.5 hours later. You'd be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I've been on the phone for 2.5 hours."
That's because we have a lot. We have a lot of the same likes with music, cars, and you know, experiences. So when you have that with somebody, it's easy to talk to.
Yeah, you just...
But no, normally I do not like talking on the phone.
No, you thought I was crazy. You thought I was crazy.
Because you wanted to talk on the phone?
No. When we started seeing each other, you were like, wow, this is a crazy chick.
Yeah, that's what attracted me more to you.
You're like, wow, she's got some major issues.
You weren't like everybody else.
No.
You know, so
No.
You're a woman, definitely. You dress like a woman, but you don't. Your personality isn't. You're not like hanging out with a woman. You're like hanging out with one of the guys, and that's a compliment. It's not an insult.
Well, I grew up hanging out with the guys. You know, I'm the baby of 7, and I
can say pussy in front of you, and you're not going to get all like offended by it.
No, I say pussy all the time.
I can say fuck. What do you mean by that?
No, I say it all the time. I call people a pussy all the time. I'm like, don't be a pussy. I grew up with 3 older brothers, and I had an older brother that taught me everything I know about cars, and I broke his heart when I didn't like Chevys, and I started being a Mopar chick. He was like, oh no. I'm not the Camaro kind. I'm like, give me a Charger. Give me a Roadrunner. I'll take that over a Camaro or a Chevelle, because they're like belly buttons. I'm not...
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah. Although my other sister, she took right to the Chevys. She still has her 68 Camaro that she bought in high school. She'll get
pieces
that.
In a
yeah,
tent.
Well, someday she'll get that redone, and you know, my family's still big into cars, and you know, I'm lucky I had an older brother that taught me how to wrench, and
should sell it to your brother.
Well, my brother taught me how to rebuild my first carburetor. I was 8 years old, and he brought a carburetor in the house, put newspapers down on the kitchen table, put a rebuild kit next to it, and said, you know how to rebuild this. 4-barrel Holly carburetor sitting in the middle of the kitchen table. I'm like, okay. And I rebuilt it. And then all of his friends were amazed that they couldn't stump me, and I knew how to start every one of their cars.
Did you yell at some guy at a car show because you got the information on the car wrong?
Oh, I do that all the time. I hate when people are wrong.
You're like 10 years old. You yell at this guy.
I hate when people are wrong. It's like, don't tell me I'm wrong. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, sorry.
Yeah, but it's the whole chauvinist thing where the guys don't think chicks know anything about cars.
Yeah. You think you can go stop my car? Go stop my car. Why? It's got a kill switch, or is it a push button automatic? What? We got a 3 on the tree. What are we doing here? Because I can do it. I can run just about anything, and I have. So I can back it up, and I thank my brother for that. You know, taught me how to drive, and I used to ride around with him. He had a '71 Vega wagon. That thing, 350 dual quads. I used to ride around on a milk crate in the back. Didn't even have a seat for me. On a milk crate in the back. The thing was great. We'll get him on here sometime and we'll talk about how we used to go racing in it. It was a good time. Fun was had by all. It was great. Anyway, I digress. We were talking about dating.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about my junior prom date?
No.
Oh my god. So I went to junior prom in a limo. Myself and a kid from the football team from the other school, because my high school, my town had 2 high schools. There was North High and South High, and I went to prom with a kid from North High. I went to South High, and I went with 2 of my girlfriends and their dates, and him, in a limo, and he pissed me off at the prom, made me mad. Just didn't want to hang out with him anymore, so left him at the prom. 5 of us left in the limo, decided to go up to Great Hill. Great Hill is where, that's like Makeout Central in my town, where everybody goes to get laid. You know, you open up your car door and there's like condoms everywhere. At least it used to be. You went to party up there, you know, you drank, you smoked pot. Great Hill. So we went to Great Hill and ordered a pizza from Domino's up at Great Hill. Domino's pizza guy came, delivered the pizza. I ended up getting his phone number. Ended up dating him. That was fun. You know, picking him up that night. That was a good time. I was with my friend Allie, and Allie's super cool. Super cool chick. She was in the army. She does sex toy parties. She has this really cool company called Alley Cat Parties. Hook you up with some cool toys. You want to get some cool toys?
Is that where somebody hosts the party and she comes with everything?
Yeah, she comes with toys in tow.
Like Tupperware, except for this dildo.
Oh yeah, it's so much better than Tupperware. Alley Cat Parties are better than Tupperware parties. She's got the coochie cream. She's got all the shit. She does. She's got all the shit. But hey, anybody listening wants to get a party going with Allie? Allie's awesome. She's a riot. You go to www.alleycatparties.com and message Allie. She's awesome. So big shout out to my girl Allie. But I think we're gonna give my little niece China a little call and chit chat with her, because I went to her house this past weekend for her 21st birthday. You gonna die on me here? What are you doing?
I got COVID.
You got the vid?
Got the vid.
You can't die on me. No, not gonna happen. I went to her house for her 21st birthday, and I remembered that I'm not the one that turned 21, and it was a rough night. Good times though. Good times were had by all. So we're gonna try something we've never done before, and we're gonna try to put her on speakerphone and get her on the call. So let's see if I can get this done right. So bear with us. It's ringing.
Hello.
Hey, China Merman, what's going on?
Nothing much.
No, you're on the podcast with Bad Apple and 40 Fine.
Hello, everybody.
I'll turn that up a little bit.
That's as high as it's gonna go there, love bug.
Alright.
So, we were just talking about your 21st birthday party.
Oh, yeah, that was a good time.
It was good times. So, I was trying to explain to about Thunderstruck. Can you explain Thunderstruck better than me?
Okay, so when you play Thunderstruck, you play the song Thunderstruck, obviously, and everybody who wants to participate, you stand in a circle, and everyone usually has 1 to 2 drinks because you're probably going to finish your first one and you're going to need a backup. You drink every time the word thunder plays, and then you drink until the next thunder. So I'll drink, and then the next person, once that thunder comes on, they drink.
So in other words, your shit face after the intro song.
I know. Well, I was trying to drink it at the beginning, and everyone's yelling at me, saying that's not how I do it. So, I wasn't sure. But some people can get stuck with, 45-second part, and you're chugging for 45 seconds.
Yeah, that's what happened to Auntie.
Yeah. Didn't that happen to you twice?
Yeah.
You did good. You did good.
Yeah, I did. I didn't know what I was doing. My lovely nephew-in-law grabbed me by the hand and said, "Hey, Auntie, come and stand next to me."
Oh, so you didn't know you were playing?
No.
Oh, I thought you knew.
No. He's like, "You know AC/DC better than anybody I've ever met."
Right.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I love me some AC/DC. He's like, "You know Thunderstruck?" I'm like, "Of course I know Thunderstruck." And he's like, "All right, you come stand next to me, Auntie."
So he didn't give you a rundown or anything?
Not until it started, and I'm like, "Wait, what?"
You got stuck with the longest chug.
Yeah, I had to chug and chug and chug and chug for that whole part where it's just music.
Oh, you did great.
Yeah, well, I also, I've learned in the past how to look like I'm chugging when I'm not.
Were you babying it?
It was an illusion.
Okay. But that's fair. we've been drinking all day.
Yeah, well, it was, I did not want to go to the place that Auntie was.
Right.
Because Auntie was in a place.
Oh, she was totally in place, but everybody loved it.
So how many people got sick after playing that game?
Just me.
But you didn't get sick right after that game.
No, I got sick after sitting in the hot tub and finishing a handle of cherry McGillicuddy.
Did you finish another one after the one we drank?
Yeah.
You had another one?
You know, it's not good to sit in the hot tub when you're drinking.
Yeah, I realized that after, when it was probably 2 a.m. and I got out of the hot tub and my belly started feeling not so hot, and there goes my cherry McGillicuddy.
Oh, that's not good. Definitely.
No, I made it to the bathroom, though.
That's a bonus.
Because I was in a part that don't feel good. I'm going to go throw up.
Did anybody fall in the pool?
No. I thought, honestly, I was going to. And then I thought my sister'd be very angry because my hair. But I think we're good.
You're good?
I think so.
Okay. So...
Does anybody hook up?
Yeah, so, about that.
You don't have to say any names.
Yeah, don't say their name. Just
Okay.
you can make up names if you want.
Another side of our family, we don't see them very often. So they came for my birthday, and one of my friends was attracted to my cousin. Now, I didn't think that because of their age difference, which is like 10 years apart, I just thought it was like, some silly drunk flirting. I wasn't sure. And then my sister decided to put them to sleep together downstairs on the couch. And then when we woke up in the morning, some hibbity-dibbity had happened.
That's what the kids are calling it now.
Hibbity-dibbity.
Hibbity-dibbity had happened.
But, they're both attractive people.
You think so?
You don't think so?
I mean, yeah, but, I didn't know.
She's beautiful.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
And he's a good-looking dude.
Oh, yeah, he has a dead bod and everything.
So, two good-looking people, I'm not surprised. They're both intoxicated. I mean, he was a friggin' riot.
It's in your dad's house when your dad's home.
And Dad wasn't getting any.
My dad, though, the next morning, whenever he made everyone breakfast who stayed over, and the next morning, when my dad found out about the hibbity-dibbity, was like, he gave him a fist bump. He's like, nice. I was like, ew, Dad. No.
Hey, nice when he sees the stains on the couch.
Right. And then my mom found out, and she immediately said, I need a new couch.
Yeah, see? Hey, next time you have a party, put plastic on it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
They at least should have used the floor.
That's not the only place that some hibbity-dibbity
I heard there was other action.
Yeah, the restroom.
Yeah, I heard, and that was Yeehaw.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna say. It was Yeehaw.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah. Your friends are quite wild. It was funny.
Oh, they're a riot.
Mustang there.
Yeah.
He's, hey, you want a shotgun of beer? I looked at him, I go, I'm 48 years old, dude. I'm not going to shotgun a beer.
No chance.
No, I'm like, dude, you couldn't keep up with me if you tried.
No, honestly, though, he was a good sport. I got ice. Ice is?
Yeah?
Yeah, so I got ice. Probably around 11 o'clock at night. And I was already 4 porn stars deep because of you. And I was mixing because everyone's just handing me beverages. Boyfriend's mom gives me a glass of wine. Mess. So I knew this ice wasn't going to go so well. So I get down on my knee, and I start chugging, and I literally chugged this so slow. I looked like an idiot. Because if I hadn't chugged it slow, I was going to throw up in front of everybody.
Right.
And Mustang got down on one knee with me and chugged one with me, and then coached me halfway through mine when he finished it in 10 seconds.
He's a good boy.
He is a good boy.
I like Mustang.
Mustang's a good one. We love him.
But he needs to not drive a Ford.
You know, that's what I said. And honestly, last night he picked me up to go to dinner with my boyfriend and my friend. And he shoved my 5'9" ass in the back of his Mustang.
Ugh.
My head was touching the roof.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, dude, no.
No, you're not meant to sit in the back of one of those.
No, and it was either me or boyfriend, and he's 6'1".
Yeah, but Dinky... Oh, Dinky.
Dinky did shove himself back there with me on the way home.
Good boy.
That's crick in my neck.
What did Dinky have to say about Saturday night? Because I gave him some serious hell.
So, Dinky was... I don't know how drunk he was. I honestly don't know, because I can never tell with him. And I was on another level, and I was thinking...
Well, yeah, we lost our phone call with China. We had some technical difficulties, and now she's gone. I'm sorry, China. We'll fix it. We'll make it all better. I promise. She was telling a story about Dinky, and Dinky was very supportive on her birthday night. FYI.
Dinky's her boyfriend.
Dinky is her boyfriend, and I can't pronounce his last name, so I just call him Dinky. And that's how he ended up with Dinky. And China ended up with China because China does not know how to sign cursive. And her driver's license, when she had it, gotten her permit, when she wrote her name, she was so proud, and she showed me her permit, and I looked at it, and I said, "Who's that?" She said, "That's my name." I said, "No, that's China Merman." And she goes, "No, that's my name." And I said, "Nope, that's China Merman." "No, that's my name." I said, "Okay, so your name's China Merman." And she's been China Merman ever since. And she'll always be China Merman. And she's my little China doll. So it's always going to be that way. So she's China, and her boyfriend is Dinky. And everybody in my family has a nickname, and I don't like to call people by their real names. I literally have a nephew that I have never called by his first name in the 10 years that he's been on this earth. He will always be B. That's it. Just B. Super B or B. That's it. Never B by his name. Even when I'm angry, he's still B. Anyway, so we were going to talk about my housewarming party.
Yeah, you're...
Because we were talking about drunk stories.
Yeah.
And you thought it was amusing to find out how absolutely hammered I was. And I told you I should never drink tequila. Because tequila and I just... You know, most people say tequila makes their clothes fall off. Tequila makes me fall down.
It's fucked up that you can take your clothes off.
I can't take my clothes off. I can't put them on. I can't do anything. I fall down. I'm like a bumble when I drink tequila. So, you know, bumbles bounce. I had a housewarming party, and when I had been married and bought our first house, and I wanted it to be awesome, so I cooked all day, never ate one single bite of food all day, made some kick-ass meals, but didn't eat any of it. The husband's friend came over with a bottle of Don Julio, and Don Julio apple, let's go shot for shot. And I said, okay. And sat down and decided to shoot Don Julio. Don Julio is a sipping tequila. Anyway, so I had pants that zipped in the back. So my friend Mergen had to go with me every time I went to the bathroom. And my bathroom door shut when it was open, you couldn't see the toilet because it blocked the toilet off. So when you were on the toilet, you couldn't open the door all the way because you were behind the door. So anyway, I passed out on the toilet. And she went to go get my extremely helpful husband. And he came up eating a sandwich, and he kept trying to get in the bathroom and open the door. And I'm sitting behind the door, passed out on the toilet, and he's banging my foot with the door like a million times. She's like, you know what? You're not helpful. Go away. So she went and got her 150-pound husband, thinking that he's going to move me, which he did, and also dressed me, got me off the toilet, and put on my see-through lace underwear. Yeah. That's still odd to this day. And danced me out of the bathroom. Said, want to cuddle in bed? Let's go cuddle in bed. Let's dance to the bed. Got me to the bed. I bounced when he went to sit me down. Ended up on the floor. And Mergen says, just cover up and leave her on the floor. And he said, no, I am not leaving her on the floor. Apple's not going to be on the floor. If somebody comes upstairs, she's not going to be laying half naked on the floor. Because all I had on was my shirt and my underwear. He's like, we're not leaving her on the floor. We're getting her on the bed. And she's like, well, then you do it yourself because I'm not doing it. So he managed to get me back up and get me in bed. And there I went. So the next morning, she calls. And the hubby was puking. And she's like, how you doing, Ralph? Bleh. And he's like, bleh, puking. And she's like, let me talk to your wife. She gets on the phone. I'm like laying in bed in a shirt and underwear. I said, I gotta ask you some questions. She's like, what? I said, why do I have a lump on the side of my head the size of a grapefruit? And she said, that's from when you passed out on the toilet and banged your head on the wall. I said, okay. So why do I have a bruise on my arm the size of your fist? And she goes, that's where I punched the shit out of you because you and all of your weight pressed me up against the towel bar when I was trying to get you out of the bathroom. I said, okay. I said, why is my toe broken? She goes, that's from your husband trying to open the bathroom door 1,000,000 times and hitting your toe. I said, okay. I said, how am I in bed in just my shirt and my underwear? Who put me in here? She goes, that was...
Wait a minute, wait. So you sit on the toilet to take a leak. You end up on the floor with no pants on.
Yeah.
And no underwear on.
I had underwear on.
You said you had to put the underwear on.
From the toilet. A woman...
You pull the underwear up.
Yeah, he pulled my
so
underwear
the underwears were on, you just needed to pull them up.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But still, that's cha-cha-cha action. There's vajayjay action there. You pull an underwear up.
Yeah, a little close than you preferred.
You think? So, like...
Was that your husband's best man?
Yes!
Oh, was it?
Yes! I'm like, so who...
Fuck the garter belt. Look at the panties.
I'm like, how did I get into bed with just my shirt and my underwear on? She's like, that would be my husband. And I'm like, oh my God. Who put me to bed? And she's like, my husband. I'm like, your husband saw me in my underwear? And she goes, oh no, he put your underwear on you. I was like, I'm never speaking to any one of you again, ever.
Why didn't she put them on?
Because she was holding me up.
And he holds you up and she put them on.
Because he weighs literally half of me. It was... I've never, ever, ever drank Don Julio ever again. I've drank many, many things. And never again drank Don Julio. I can't even stand the smell of it. I'm like, ugh. It reminds me of such a bad time. But he was so sweet. He's like, come on, let's go cuddle. He's like, don't you want to cuddle?
I already saw your pussy. Let's cuddle.
Let's go cuddle. It was cute. It was sweet. And it was very nice of him to do it. And I love him very much. And he's one of my best friends. But it's still hard to take. But he was insistent on the fact that I was not going to be put on the floor with a blanket over me. That I was going to be in my bed. He was insistent.
Yeah, you don't want to wake up in the shitter.
He was insistent. So I appreciate that, and I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. But there's many a time that I've taken a beer out of his hand when he's passed out and covered him with a blanket. So...
That works.
Many, many, many times. But that's how it works. You take care of your friends. All right, so that was podcast number 2. Probably not as funny as podcast number 1. But hey, if you have a minute, check out www.alleycatparties.com because Coochie Cream will blow your mind.
Can you order stuff on there too? Or is it
Do you message her? She'll hook you up. I told you. Coochie Cream will blow your mind.
Coochie Cream, Beaver Cream, dildos, vibrators, sex swings.
Gag ball.
Gag ball, Benoit beads.
Better than a mask. All shit's better than a mask.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye.